Oh, I was looking for a cushion. Need a cushion. No cushion. I could use this one actually. Hi, Tapper. Just let me sort myself out. Hi, Mark. Hi, Peter. So when I get myself sorted, I'm just going to do a little chat. She says she's not going to be on for long. About weekend. Yeah. So I'll just wait for a few more to come in. I don't know what's happened to my hair. It's just like a big frizzy thing at the minute. Never mind. Oh, the curls are trying to escape. I bought myself a new little, sorry for my nails because the nail varnish is chipping off, and no, I haven't had time to do them. And I've been jewellery making, so they will get chipped. Hi, Effie, Mark, Peter, and Tapper, anyone else who's there. A little travel cup, because I did take a travel cup to the Globe Life Convention, but it was a bit bigger. This one's a lot smaller. Yeah, it was a fantastic weekend. So I'm just going to see if a few more people come in. It was 10, but not in chat. I'm just going to have a few drinks of my tea, and then I shall do my chat on it and show you a few bits I've been doing since I got back. Yeah, this is a little coral coloured one. It's a tiny little one, but it's a nice travel size mug. And I like these when I'm sitting out in the garden because I can put this on and it keeps it hotter. And this one has got a heated metal bit thing inside to keep it hot. Sometimes when I'm sat in the garden, grounding or whatever I'm doing, it goes cold quickly. So now that my garden's sort of nearly finished off, I can sit outside. So Tapper's video, I'll have to have a look. I've not looked at anything yet. I've not looked at anything properly since I got back. So at the weekend from Friday, so I'll just go through the motions of, what I thought about the whole thing. Me and my dad went together on Friday just gone. We went down around 4:00, but what would normally take us 2 hours, 2 hours and a half, took us about 4 because of traffic. I think there was an accident, and I think the what's it called? Hi, is it Karen? What's it called? The sat nav took us down a different route, and anyway, it was lovely down there. It's like Postman Pat land, so we did have to go all around the back, which most people found they had to do. And it's not somewhere where you can get a train to. You can get a train to Kidderminster, but then you have to get a train to the actual place, which is sort of slap bang in the countryside, which was beautiful. Which was when we got there very I think we missed tea. We got there a bit later, but it was all good. And then we went out to the golf club. But when we got there, it's very, for people who don't know, it was very and hi to anyone who's here that did go. I know it's happened to anyone that I can't remember your names or your profiles to your faces. It was very Canadian, like a Canadian campsite, because it was Canadian because it had the Canadian flag. So it was a bit set up like what I imagine a sort of in the forest in Canada, the little campy site set up, but you're in log. I wasn't say we're in log cabins. What would you call it? We were in dorm sort of things, because a lot of kids go to this place where they do, campfires, and I think it's a church-based thing as well. They go and do all the climbing trees and all that sort of stuff, which was really good. So when we got there, it was all that. It was really nice. I was in with Roxanne, and we had a room to ourselves. It was just, the bog standard sort of thing. It was good. I think I've just seen an orb go past. Was that an orb? Just saw something go past. Sorry, just like, many of you don't know, we do get orbs on my channel. Yeah, and that was all good. So we couldn't have drinks at the place because they don't have alcohol on the premises. So we had to go to It was quite funny actually. We had to go to a golf club which was round the corner, and I think you could cut through, but we went down the country road, all trying to find it at night in the dark, you know, no lights on the country road, no path on the country road. But we did follow Dave Murphy on his electrical unicycle, because he had a light on it. So it was like, we'll all follow the unicycle, and we get to the hi the teacher Smith, hello. We get to the golf club, which we were all just sat there talking. I think I was actually talking to Dave a lot about his stuff and his I was interested in his therapy stuff that he does. Some of you might not know he does lots of different things on health and different stuff, and we were talking about my lineage, if that's the right word. I could never say it properly, which I don't really know about, because my dad, me, my mum don't really know that much about our family in the past, and obviously because his mum and dad have gone and my mum's mum and dad have gone, we don't really know much about our family, and we haven't got a massive family, so we don't really know much. But it was interesting on his thoughts of different things with me, with my eye colour, facial features, freckles, dark hair and all that. So that was good. So I'm sort of not looking at chat because I just need to get this out. So I think there might have been, I'll tell you who was on, but I think we missed, just let me have a look, because I don't remember. Oh. Yeah, because it's funny, because we missed registration because we got down there later. We missed dinner because we got down there later. We didn't actually realise there were speakers on the Friday, but we missed them because we weren't there at that time, which I believe it says on here it was it says Roxanne Jason and D Marble, Marilyn Spirit Level. I don't know, because I don't think D Marble was there, was he? So I don't know, because I didn't see that bit of it. We missed that bit of it anyway. We got a bit later. We had nothing to eat, so we just had to go straight to the golf club with no tea or anything. Where my dad got a pork pie, and I don't really eat pork, so I sort of ate the pastry, and that was that. Hi everyone, been busy catching up with Dolly's previous chats, but finally caught on live. Hope everyone's well and happy. Yes, say hi to Miss Teacher Smith in the house. Thank you, Teacher Smith, for all you're doing for me. Have done for me. Thank you very much. And then obviously we went for a few drinks. We all went back to our dorms, let's call it, because it was quite funny, because it was like, it just reminded me when I went on a school trip, you know, and you weren't allowed to be near the boys and the girls, you know, etc., etc. The boys room with the boys and the girls room with the girls. So it was quite funny. Because I think when they booked me in, I think they thought I was my dad's wife, but I went in with Roxanne, and I think my dad ended up with, who did he end up with now? I can't. Who did my dad end up with? Why is his name just gone out of my head? Adam Meakin. So yeah, that was good. So basically that was Friday, really, you know, we did stay up late. I was talking to people and stuff. So yeah. And then I'll come into chat when I've hi, anyone who's just come in, and anyone who's just come in. On Saturday, there was registration again for anyone who'd just come. We went Friday and stayed till Sunday. I'll just go through the itinerary and I'll tell you what my thoughts on Saturday. So it was registration, breakfast, then it was Robin Campbell, then a break, then Paul on the plane, then lunch, then it was Auntie Riley, Sleeping Warrior, some will know, break, then it was Martin Leaker. I think is it Leaker? I don't even know if I'm saying his name right, but Martin. And then dinner, and then it was Mark Devlin. Oh yeah, it was then dinner, then a party at the golf club again with Mark Devlin as the DJ, and that was at I think it was Cleo Mortimer Golf Club, private party for us, which was good. High Revolution Revisited. I've nearly sorted your thing out. I said I'm going to try and send them all out next week. Definitely. I've just had still time from weekend. I'll put an extra thing in yours. Hi Barry, please. So anyway, I'll just carry on chat because I'll get distracted. So that was all good. So all in the day, it was people's chats, you know, some of the stuff I'd heard before, but I'd gone to support everyone as well, and Roxanne, and just listen. It was mainly for me to meet people that some of you are in my chat, to meet up with other people that I see on other people's channels that I like, that I, you know, have seen, and that, you know, I like the vibe and everything. So to me, that was ace, meeting new people and seeing what everyone's different perceptions were on stuff, because there's many people that are, you know, it's called the Globe Live Convention, but I know a lot, you know, it is the flat earth. I hate saying flat earth, I just hate saying that word, but the flat earth community. And it was just great to see people's perceptions on what they thought, or the ideas of, you know, where we're living, because like we've said, we've not said we know what model it is. I know there's a model I like, there's a lot of model that other people like. Some people out there, you know, these people on the other side that just don't like our side, let's say, just go around saying people have, and they'll be really triggered about the whole mainstream media. Like the Sun did a piece on the Globe Life Convention, but called it something else. Like they probably bloody called it Flat Earth Society, because Mark Sargent was there. I met Mark Sargent. Some people have a problem with him. I haven't got a problem with him at the minute. Got my eyes on him, but I haven't got my, you know, problem with it at the minute. Because the thing is, it doesn't matter what the Sun said, he said, or oh, he said it was a pizza, because they reported on something like, oh, every, you know, flat earthers are saying it's a pizza shape and it's a pancake shape. No, we didn't all say that. It's not what everybody thinks, but it doesn't matter. Just because people get triggered because it's Mark Sargent and they think this and this, that, and the other, because he did the film that, you know, that was on Netflix, The Curve. It doesn't matter if it was me, somebody else, somebody off that side that moans about this side. It doesn't matter. They should know how mainstream media works. It wouldn't matter what you say. They'll put what they want. We all know that. We all know mainstream media works that way. We all know what they're a part of. So it doesn't matter who was doing it. Some people just get triggered because, oh, look, it's Mark. You know, it's just showing you for what he is and all that. But at the end of the day, they would have done it on anybody. Anybody they can say, hi, Dave, anyone they can say anything about and try to make the flat earth community look daft, they will do. We all know that. That's why we don't even sort of like the flat earth thing, even though it's you know, as was a Globe Live Convention, we know we've all been lied to. We know we've been lied to off NASA. We know we're lied to through mainstream media about everything. So when you come through every lie, at the end of the day, you do come down to actually, what are we living on? Because I'm not sure what it is myself, but I know it's not a spinning ball, which most of us will come to the conclusion. But like I said, I'll come into chat when I've finished. It was just great to meet a load of people that were on the same wavelength, all different perceptions of different models and different things. They weren't saying this is definitely what it is, because I haven't been up there to see, but, you know, observably, I can see what it is. So I'm just sort of saying that. But also, at the end of the day, like I said, apart from all the great different chats, speakers that were there, the main thing was for me was just meeting everybody. That whole meet up with my like-minded people that aren't all there, you know, slagging each other off and going on. Thank you, Dave. I know it's mustard. I think it matches my eyes. That was the highlight for me, because to be meeting other people that you can talk to that are on the same wavelength is fantastic. And I know people think that they're, because at the end of the day, you know, you can't speak to the muggles in the street. You know, you might have friends and family that you can't speak to, and you want to express yourself and talk about, you know, what could it be? Could it be this? Could it be that? That's the exciting thing about it. So, and everybody I met, I can genuinely say, even Mark Sargent, everybody I met was absolutely lovely. You know, the lovely Robin, Paul on the plane. I know Riley anyway. Martin Leakert, brilliant. His friends that came with him. Mark Sargent, everyone was there. Everyone was there. Ruben, call it Uber Ruben, because you were Ubering everyone about, which was great. Just everybody was there. They were just lovely. I can't say, you know, oh, there was somebody there who's, but you know what I mean? Everybody there got on. You know, at breakfast time, it's just great. There was a great atmosphere. The only one thing I will say there wasn't a great atmosphere with was the staff at the place. It looked like they were like, oh yeah, I see all these nutcases like conspiracy theorists people. They're all like, and the food wasn't very good. That's the only one thing I'll do. Was the food wasn't brilliant, but you can't have everything. But then again, we've got to remember it was a bit of a place where a lot of kids go. So to me, it was more like, you know, it's the sort of stuff kids would just eat and probably wouldn't say anything about, because you had your meat section or your vegetarian section. Now I'm sort of hovering between both. I don't eat a lot of meat, but I was a bit naughty and felt like a cooked breakfast, but you weren't allowed mushrooms. So when I went for the mushrooms, I sort of got told off by one of the staff, and she was like, "You're not allowed mushrooms unless you're a vegetarian." And I was like, "Well, I'm half and half." So she went, "You're not allowed mushrooms." Yet the day after, Ranty, because I met the lovely Ranty as well, "You got mushrooms on your plate," but she must have fancied you. "Oh yeah, you got mushrooms on your plate." So, and then the next day it was really funny because Roxanne didn't get beans the first day. She just wanted beans on toast, but they didn't have beans even though it was on the list. And then the next day they said they had fried eggs because the scrambled eggs were like water. And this time they didn't have the fried eggs, so my dad wasn't chuffed about that, but they did have the beans. So it was a bit like, ooh, yeah, Dan Ranty got his mushroom. So it was a bit hit and miss with some of the food. Some of it was nice, some of it, but like I said, that was the only thing really. Can't moan about the place. I slept comfortably. It was, like I said, it was being there with all the people that went. So if you're in chat and you went and I can't remember your profile thing, then I'm talking to all you lot. It was brilliant, and more of it should be done, and more meetups should be done, just as in meetups where there's sometimes no speakers. It's just everyone hanging out with each other. It's like a festival thing, because it was just brilliant. And that's one of the most things that I loved, meeting everyone. And like I said, genuinely everybody was lovely. Everybody was lovely. Everybody, you know, like I said, they all had, hi everyone who's come in, they all had their own perceptions on things. You know, some people were really like, I was talking more about my spiritual thing on it, with different things to do with the stars and astrology, and then some people were like, "Oh yeah, well, I'm not sort of into the stars because it didn't say this in the book of, you know, whatever." And it was like, but we're all coming there. So like I've said before in many chats, it's like we're a tree with many branches of different areas and communities that people come from, but we all come back to center. That's what we're doing anyway. So like I said, for those people out there, trolls and people that don't like our side, let's say, you know, who cares really about what the Sun wrote on it? Because at the end of the day, it's still exposure. Because me being me, and I know a lot of the people, when the mainstream media slag something off, if a lot of you know, you look at it and think, well, I'm going to look into that, because why are they slagging it off so much? And even if you don't believe something, it does trigger people sometimes to go, well, maybe I want to go and look at this, you know, even if mainstream media are trying to make it look daft. That's what some people do. So it's still exposure, whether the people like the people who were involved in it on that, you know, the people that were put in the paper, the pictures, if you know who they are. It's like, so what? They'd have done that anyway. A bit like they do on Tommy Robinson. They write what they want anyway. So these people on the other side who probably think they do better and probably think they'd be able to outsmart the media. It's not about outsmarting them. They write what they want to write anyway, and you should know that. So, you know, if I get silly comments after off people from that side, it's just like, really, you should know how they work. You know, it's not because some people say, oh, well, they're doing that. They're doing this side bad. They're doing this side. No, it's not us who are doing this side bad. They write what they want to write. Just because someone was holding a picture up of something doesn't mean nothing. And even if he hadn't, I know they would have got a picture from somewhere else, because this is how the mainstream media work. And if you don't get that by now, then there's something seriously wrong with you. Do you know what I mean? So, and then on Sunday, you know, after we had the party and all that, it was breakfast. Then it was Dave Murphy. He was lovely. Then it was Mark Sargent, and then it was Dave Marsh. And then it said open mic. I can't remember what time me and my dad went out. I think we went after. Yeah, I think we went after Dave Marsh. So it was a long weekend, really. Riley likes his picture, but the media always talk crap. We know what the media like. So yeah, it was really good, and I really enjoyed it. It was great to be in everybody's company. Oh, and the lovely Jason from Disbury as well. But, you know, I'm just trying to think off the top of my head. I've met Jason before, so that's all right. But all the other people that I've sort of known about but not met were brilliant. And I know there's some of you in my chat and or who've been after, you know, watching this that were there, and I'll say hi. So no, he's not spiritual teacher. He's on you know, the Flat Earth community. Also talking about Mark Sargent, I did actually get a book off Mark. It'll trigger some, but he has got a book out called The Flat Earth Clues. The Sky's the Limit, and signed it. You know, I know there's some people on this side that don't like him, but you know, it's not that. I didn't see anything funny. He was quite nice to me. You know, and everybody else that was there. All I say for people who might be like, you know, I'm watching. Doesn't mean I'm not watching and listening. It's just there's a lot of talk out there. Oh, he's a shill. Oh, he's this, that, and the thing is, like on the Q thing that we always talk about, people will get seen for what they are in the end anyway. So we'll all find out who's this, that, and the other, as people like to say. You know, the dark to light, folks. People will get seen for what they are. So that will be funny in the end to see, because I know quite a few of them who we will be seeing, and you can tell. So I pulled some cards out today that I'll let you know about in a minute. But basically, this was just a little chat to say it was the first convention, any convention I've ever been to. So hang on. And the lovely Charlotte Love was there as well. Hang on, what am I doing? Oh, I'm just getting a text actually off somebody, so I'm gonna have to answer that in a minute. I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, so it's the first convention any convention I've ever been to, and I'll say it was lovely. So it's, you know, hopefully in the future I'll have a chance to go to some, even if that's going down with other people or just meetups to just hang out. Summer one would be great, just to hang out, you know. No chats, just where you're basically hanging around with everyone. It's brilliant. As you said, yeah, we've all been lied to. So, you know, people get paranoid, and, you know, that side that don't like our side, they get paranoid as well. We've all been through that thing, you know. We don't always know. Sometimes it's not the people we think it is, it's people we don't think it is. Can't be careful, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, it is all coming out. I mean, I haven't seen a lot, but who got arrested in America? One of the Democrats. And there's loads of stuff going on behind the scenes. Like I said, watching. It all comes out in the end anyway. But like I said, it's the first convention of any sort I've ever been to. It was brilliant. I love talking, so I love talking to the people that I got a chance to talk to. Dolly, that Nexus is like mine. Yeah, this one was from a charity shop. But talking about jewelry, just because you saw that, is I've been designing some new jewelry. Don't know if you can see this. I will be making some, because I was going on about butterflies and we're like little butterflies in chrysalis. You know, we were all in the dark for a little bit, and now we're emerging as beautiful butterflies, and the round of the bracelet is like the cycle of life. I'm going to be making some of these up. So these are mine. I've got to wear them so people can see. But the butterfly, I don't know if you can see. One's got a white one on, one's got a blue one on. Probably won't be able to see this properly in this light. How do I focus? Might show tomorrow in the daylight or something, but yeah. We're creator, we're all creators. That's what they're hiding us from, their source. So they're a bit jingly jangly, which I love. This is the design I did. It's not the same design, but I normally do these jingly jangly designs. So yes, I will be making some of these to sell. Nice gifts for Christmas, just saying. Also, going back to, I did some of these before I went at weekends, but a bit of like sort of meditating. I sort of draw when I'm meditating, I just want to show you some of the designs that just, because I'm sort of with myself when I'm just drawing, I get lost in it, doing my little Zentangle sort of things. When I got back from the, don't think it was that one. I don't think it was that one. When I got back from the convention, oh no, I'm just missing all of them out. When I got back from the convention, I think I started that before I went because I showed you that one. And then when I got back, this is what came out. So this one, got the moon in it, probably because we had some moon chats, but and I'm going to be doing some sort of, it's funny because a lady called Sandy, who's been on my channel for a while, said you need to make a colouring book. And funnily enough, that's what I was thinking of doing. I could print my own up or get them printed. I don't think it would be dear, because I started colouring one of them in, which I'll show you in a minute, you know. So it's like a relaxing colouring thing that you could colour in. Lots of eyes of consciousness. Yes, and Tapper did the moons. Yeah, you had the great pictures of the moon on your camera. This one, women again, because the divine feminine energy is coming back. Yeah, it is a ballpoint pen sort of. I'll show you my pens drawing. I just go in. That was with no pencil. It's just full on in pen straight away. Don't make mistakes. This one's got a bit of pencil on it, but this is what was just popping out when I came back. Got the Egyptian eye there, 2 eyes. You've got your physical and your mind's eye, folks. It's all right. It's nothing to do with the Lumafati, you know, before people get triggered. This is one I started colouring in a little bit. So yes, it could be, they could turn them into colouring books, and it's quite relaxing. The thing is, it's relaxing doodling. It's so relaxing. And then this one I started, was it yesterday, last night? I like this one. They could become book covers, you know, when I make my own books like this. Little journals, because I like to keep a journal. You know, that's one of my paintings. I want to start another one. See, I just kept going and going. Thank you, this one. So I may put them in form of a colouring book or loose sheets in case people want to colour in and put them up. Or I don't know, but I do think yes, a colouring book, because it's a way of meditation to me, and it's a way of relaxing. Like I do a lot of it at night, sometimes before I go to bed, quick 10-minute sketch or whatever. I've also decided when I go to New York, which is very soon. Now the pens I picked up are from Morrison's, and if I'm just collecting loads of pens at the minute. So if I see pens, I'm like, oh yeah, I'll get them. 5 in a pack. I mean, they were like £4 or £5, but they were 5 in a pack, black, and there were these. Yeah, like a ballpoint pen. Some are fine liners. I got some of these. That one. Fine liners from Morrison's as well. So if I see ones I like, I just grab them because I've run out so quickly. So I thought, oh, I've got loads. So I had to buy myself. Yeah, I'm coming to New York. I had to find myself a bigger pencil case because I need to take my pens and stuff to New York. I had this little thing, and I've got that. I'm collecting more pens and pen. What is going on with my hair today? So there was this makeup bag in the shop near me that was £1 that I was gonna get for my niece for Christmas to fill it up with a load of makeup and stuff. You know what girls are like, because it's a bit of one of them sort of shiny effects. And I thought, no, I'll get her another one. It was only cheap, and I'll fill it with all my new pens. They'll all fit in there. So all my pens go in there, my rubbers and stuff, and pencil crayons. So they'll go in there. And what I picked up as well is I picked up this little pink leather effect plain journal notebook thing. It's not white, it's cream. I would have preferred it white, but it doesn't matter because it was in the sale anyway. And I've got loads of these because some I write in, some I make myself, you know, People have seen these before. Some I make myself because I draw in them or write in them or write my dreams down or whatever. So I got this because I thought what I'm going to do is I've got a little journal to take to New York anyway to put pictures in and stuff like that and write down my thoughts why I'm there. But I want to draw as well. Hi, Rachel. So it is a lot of pens. So I got this to start off my Zentangling doodling because it is a little bit like meditation for me. And if I'm sat there on the plane and I'm getting a bit bored, or, you know, it's a long flight to America, or we're somewhere where we're waiting for something, I can just grab my book and a pen. That's all I need to put in my handbag. And I can just do a bit of doodling, do a bit of pattern work. I did these today, actually. Not finished this one off yet. Do a bit of pattern work in my circles. I like to work in the circles. I think circles are a bit magical. So, yeah, I'm going to take that with me and do lots of doodles while I'm there and see how much of this I can fill up while I'm in New York. So, yeah, and I pulled, well, once I pulled 3 cards out, 3 cards jumped out today. And my take on this was, if you can see, was, because I'm not staying on for long, I'm just laughing at my hair sticking out everywhere, was, just seeing what I wrote, this can't remember. Well, obviously, when I saw this card jump out, I normally go off intuition. I was like, whoa, the 5 of Swords. I mean, it's a worm there, cutting a worm in half. There's a lot of black and whites. We call that duality. But it's a bit like the whole thing, the cycles being cut. Like we've been talking about, you've got to cut the cycles. Anything that's not resonating or working for you anymore, you've got to cut them all, the old cycles. Remember that when I was talking about baggage, you've got to cut them, you know. So that was a good one. The next one that fell out was, I think I just wrote a little thing on Instagram, was to sum it up, was yeah, things you couldn't see before. You've got the little lamb here with the sun. It's like the pineal gland, you know. Like I said, close these eyes and open the mind's eye, and you'll see a lot more than you thought was there, you know, in this matrix we live in. You know, it's quite a divine thing. There's a lot of light behind this little lamb. It's in the dark here, but once you're aware, you know, of the consciousness and things going on, it's a good thing, you know. Yeah, clearing all the baggage away, which I don't know if I've put it in my book yet. And then I think I'm just reading what I wrote today on my thoughts on this was 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No. Yeah, 9. The 9 of Wands. Well, 9 I see as divine, and it's like going up the steps. There's a moon there. I can't really get the picture. You know, sorry about my nails. I've not done them. What did I put? Each step up to Mother Moon is divine, and your life will be in movement and body of the divine. Bring forth the reality you always dreamed about. Because the more we step up, you know, see, we're coming out of the dark, we're going up, we're going up, we're going up, we're going up to the light, we're going up to the divine. You're becoming what you want to be. You know, you're becoming, those dreams that you've always put out there are coming in because, you know, you're letting your body move and your mind go, you know, with the flow of the divine. That's how I sort of see it, stepping up, ascending, rising, whatever you want to call it, because it's all the same at the end of the day, you know, to the light, which we all are a part of. I also saw someone's quote today and I really liked it, and it was, let me have a look. We are all God playing the game of human. I thought, yes. So those were the cards today. I think that was it, basically. It was just to say I had a really great time at the Globe Light convention. Like I said, with loads of different people's perceptions on what shape they think it is. You know, we never said we know it's something, because we don't. but we can see observably what it is here. But you know, it was just brilliant. Yeah, 9 equals completion. Well, that's why I said divine, because that's what it is. 9 divine, 9 divine. So it was, yeah, it was just good, and I really enjoyed it. And I actually felt like when I went, I felt a bit sad because it just felt like family, extended family, you know, big brothers and little sisters and little brothers and big sisters, you know, like it just felt like family. That's what it felt like. So all the people who are making things for us should be hopefully getting them out next week, because this just took away from me doing anything this weekend, because it was my weekend without my little one, so I would have got a lot of work done. But it was good to go and meet a load of people. So, hey, if I like work, a lot of people are. You know, it's all about the frequencies you exuding out. But there's all sorts of different types of ones. So yeah, it's all good. Have you guys seen CBK? No, I've not seen anything yet properly. I've not looked at anything properly yet. I actually took myself out of it for a little bit, you know, just I haven't watched a lot, just to chill out and do some meditation in my drawing, and doing some of my beautiful bracelets, which I say have a bit of a spiritual meaning, because it's the butterfly thing again, which I was telling Mark Sargent when I spoke to him, because he was asking about my tattoo, and I said, well, you know, butterflies, but think about butterflies spiritually, think about butterflies in spirit. And also I feel like we are all butterflies. We were like little caterpillars, you know, when we're asleep, like, oh, what we're supposed to be doing, and then we go into chrysalis mode and we're all like in the dark, like, ooh, we're in the dark a little bit, don't know what's going on out there. But you start to crack all the lies and you become a beautiful butterfly, you know, you're not in fear anymore. You start spreading your wings and ascending and, you know, trying to get truth out. And then you'll get the haters on the other side going, oh, truth, and they think they're doing any better. Do you know what I mean? Going after the wrong people all the time, not going for the big guns, are they? Just on the ground going on about the people who are trying to do the same thing as them. That's all I'm saying for some of them. But yeah, that's the whole meaning of these. And a bit of a jangle, because I think a bit of a jangle is a bit like to remind yourself when you hear the jangles to put your intentions out there every day, because a repetitive thing, that's why when people meditate and stuff, or they do the mandalas, it's a repetitive pattern. That's why I like the Zentangles, because you do a lot of repetitive patterns, and it's patterns that we're noticing. And when you're aware, you're noticing patterns also that you need to get rid of, as I was saying, unloading them patterns of behavior that you don't need anymore. So they are they are when I remember it. They are when I remember them. I did start trying to draw this up, but it's not actually come out that well. I was putting the little negative things in the backpack we're unloading. But yeah, they have been when I've remembered. That's why I've got to remember to write them down. Like I said, I've got to do the chat on the Dark Crystal. Mystic Lightworker or Starseed, which one are you? Don't know. I've been called Starseed and Lightworker. I don't know. Mystic. Well, I remember, just to put it out there, if any orbs want to come in, you can come in right now. When I went to this woman ages ago with an ex-partner, and we did this thing where it was a bit like a meditation, and I saw a lady stood at an oak tree, which is quite profound with, you know, wisdom and stuff like that. And she had long white curly hair, in a white dress, like witchy, but white dress like Victorian. But I don't know, it just, the feeling I got is it was me. It was me in another life. And then there was another one where there was a woman in I've said this before, she was in picking leaves, tea leaves, you know, like an Indian woman would do. And the lady that took the thing that we went to, I can't remember what it was, she said, oh, that was you in a past life. You know, said, what did she feel? I said she was very happy. Hi, no one's flower. You were there too. It was great. And I said she was happy. She was in the sunshine. She was picking leaves, and you know, she seemed happy with her life. But yeah, Hi, National Memorial Gardens, JP. So I forgot what I was saying now. Why was I bringing that up? Oh yeah, it's about light work. So I don't know. There's different waves, isn't there? Different waves, and that's why I've said there's different waves of that, and there's different waves of people waking up at a certain time. You know, we've realised that we can't go around smashing people on the head with a red pill. It just doesn't work like that, because no, it wasn't a dream. It was something in a meditation a few years ago. You know, that we couldn't have all woke up at the same time. So all the trolls out there and all you lot that I think, you know, this is the bad side, blah, 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 no one could wake up all at the same time. It wouldn't work properly, because it's like that thing, you put a load of frogs in a hot pan and you turn the heat up. You can't have it boiling. They're all going to jump out and go bonkers. So you slowly have to do it, you know. So they all start, because you need people that were, you know, there before and can go through the whole experience of calming people down. And people will go on their own journey, as I've said before, and they'll go about it their own way. So to stay stagnant is to stay stuck in the way that you know, in your mind, you've got to just keep moving, keep evolving. Keep evolving means to grow. And to keep growing, you will take things you believe, and then maybe a month, 2 months, 2 years, 5 years, you will change to something else. And that's where people come in with the contradiction thing. It's like, no, it's not. It's moving, because you have to move and grow. If you're talking about different levels, just let's say on the spiritual side, because they do, different levels of consciousness, or different levels of that dimensions, or different levels of the ascension, whatever, because to me it's all the same, is when you get to that, then you'll grow from there. So you're going to have to drop the stuff before, because it'll be totally different. It won't be the same belief, if that's the word you want to use. The trolls are out in force here in Memphis area. They have no idea how odd they seem. Be kind to those who are coming along slowly. Yeah, that's what I mean. You can get a bit, you know, be kind to those who are coming along slowly. And this is what I mean by people on that side who hate our side, is they come aggressively. Well, you're going to put people off anyway, because I know for a fact when I first came to it, still looking, I wouldn't go to that side or want to be a part of the flat earth community, because it had put me off. But thank God I fell around the people that I resonate with, that, like I said, when I went there this weekend, everyone was lovely. I wouldn't want to be around a side that just goes around seeming to be sort of, I don't know, just in a negative area with it all the time. They don't want to unite with other people. It's just silly. Orbs, Dolly. Yeah, was it just Orbs then? There was one before it came in at the beginning, I think. But like I said, I know there's different things going on. Like I said, I've had Orbs on the channel, so people can sit there and snigger and stuff, and that's fine, because I believe if you're not in a certain, it's all about resonating and people's signature, you know, you're resonating with I've always said on this channel, it's what you resonate with. It's an energy, it's a high lift in the mood. Hi, Robin, it was brilliant. You know, the energies that you're around, and I can safely say, Robin, you put a great convention on. You know, all of you everyone who's involved did a beautiful job, and I just say it was brilliant, because yeah, apart from the food, but I was just saying before, it was like kid stuff anyway. But apart from that, it was brilliant, and no bad vibing anybody. Everybody was vibing, because everyone was talking about, you know, different perceptions and different things of what they thought, this, that, and the other, and it was brilliant. You know, I had to laugh a bit, because the mainstream media was sat on my side somewhere, and I was just laughing, thinking, oh, as if we don't know how they're going to report this. That was quite funny. But it was just brilliant with everyone getting on. And that's the side that I liked about it, just everyone getting on. Like, we should just do more meetups where we're all just meeting up to chat and have fun with each other, you know, just have fun, you know, sitting around talking to different people from different ethnic backgrounds and everything. It was brilliant. That's what I loved about it. All felt like family. You know, and that's what I thought was amazing. And the people in it are amazing. Didn't get any bad vibes off anybody. Oh, thank you. Oh, it was great to see me laughing with Roxanne. Well, oh God, it was funny. But But yeah, like I said, but this is what it is when communities come together. Because what's really funny, yeah, my dad was there. Yeah, he was glad he met everybody as well. He really enjoyed it. There's a lot of communities off YouTube that are all doing their own meetups. You know, with different communities, spiritual, blah 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 blah, and they've all been doing a load of meetups and all been getting on, all having a great time. So to me, that's pumping out all that great energy, because there was a great energy there, apart from the lamestream media, but they went, and some person who came on Sunday trying to, you know, sniff about, as you get them. But it was just sending some good vibes out, because it was brilliant. And yeah, Ruben was really nice with his wife. We ended up calling him, what did we end up calling him? My dad kept getting a lift off him, Uber Ruben, because he was Ubering everyone about. Yeah, we were designed to meet. I do believe you're supposed to meet the people you're supposed to meet to. I do believe there is a greater thing going on with who's supposed to meet who, and we're meant to be at places at the right time and meeting the right people. If things are meant to be, of going to different places and meeting different people and all that, it's meant to make these connections, because I do think it's a connection of frequency as well, and it pumps out a lot of positivity. So this week coming up, I need to get back into the groove of what's been going on with the whole QDQ and other stuff. And me myself, I need to get in a routine. I'm trying to figure out, I know it seems a bit mad, I'm trying to figure out a morning and evening routine with exercise again. I know we're going about this, but I'm like, but more like a meditation thing. Like I'm thinking, yeah, I should do my hooping in the morning and something else in the evening. And I'm just trying to get my head around, like, what is it I'm going to do? So I'm thinking more hooping in the morning, because that's more of a flow thing, and it's not too much to get you going in the morning. So yeah, I'm thinking of doing that. But yeah, and I'm thinking of doing some. I bought another t-shirt because I didn't get my other one finished off. I want to wear messages on my tops, but done in a me way. So I don't know what I mean by that, but done in a me way. Got to get some jewelry made up. This like I said, these that I'm doing, and some more designs that I might photocopy from the end or get them made into colouring books, because I do believe doodling and colouring is quite relaxing, and it puts you in the moment, and that's what you should be doing with a lot of stuff, putting yourself in the moment and just concentrating on in the moment. It relaxes you. So is Paul there? Who's there? Oh, Paul on the plane. I didn't see you there. Hi, Paul on the plane. I was just saying to anyone who's come in who was there, I met you all. I've got a few pictures actually. Let's see if I can show you. Some people get triggered by some people, but I was just saying it was beautiful. I was quite sad to go because it all felt like family. I mean, I'm quite new to all this, but it felt like family. Let me see where my pictures. So the only pictures I got, because I'm rubbish, is not after Finn. Was, see if I can find them. We've got the lovely sunset pictures I took down there. Were gorgeous. I mean, wow. Oh, the first picture is me with Paul on the plane. It's not in focus, but there's me and Paul. Yeah, it was good. It was good. Me and Mark Sargent, I'm like, doing the whole whoop. Some people will be triggered by that, but I guess you'll just have to get triggered. Like I said, we will know in time what's what and who's what and what's where. There's a picture of me and Rox, and you can tell the height difference between me and Rox because I am actually smaller than some people think. If I can find the picture. Where's the picture? Oh. Picture is... Well, that's really weird. Right, I'm off to find the pic. Right. Why has my camera gone off funny? Hang on a minute. Just trying to find what's going on here. Pictures. Oh, yeah. Here we go. So... There's Dave and Dave. Dave and Dave. Sorry about my nails. They're not. There is a picture of me and Roxanne somewhere. There we are. So, yeah, Roxanne's quite tallish and I'm quite smallish, if you can see. A little bit smaller. But yeah, there's a couple of pictures. But like I said, you American bunch were great, Paul and Plain and Mark and everybody else I met. I was just saying that Always Sleeping Warrior. Hi, Riley. It was great and it just felt like family. And it was really nice on when the moon came up and Tapper was videoing it, came up at the golf course where we were all stood outside. It was just there and it all just felt like quite magical that we were all there and we were all looking at that, you know, wondering what it is. And it was just great. I just remember thinking all the time I was there, it's like family. It's like could have done a week there with everybody, you know, just to chill out with everybody. It was just great. Yeah, small and tall. Yeah, exactly. It was just great. Yeah, they got a picture of Riley in the paper. Yeah, a catalogue pose. Oh, bye, Ella. So, yeah, that's all I want to say. So I'm going to go and chill out and do some more doodling. And then I've got to do a chat on the Dark Crystal, you know, the seven clans of the 7 realms and all that, you know, realms. Down the banister. Oh my God, did she slide down the banister? Can't remember. But yeah, it was well, we were all sharing the moonrise, weren't we? We're all stood outside like, oh. I think everyone was outside. But yeah, I just want to say for everyone who was there, thank you. It was brilliant. I didn't get my mushrooms, which was a bit peed about. So next time I'll have to pretend that I'm vegetarian because I said I was a bit of both. I don't eat a lot of meat, but just, you know, but it was good. Oh, right. No, nobody got hurt or anything. No, it was all safe. You know, everyone was, we just get, it was just like, I mean, some of you know each other, you know, may have met each other at other conventions and stuff, but I haven't. And I just felt very welcomed off everybody. And it was great. And the surroundings of that place were beautiful. Were beautiful. Were really, really, really good. Yeah, it was a pleasant pub. Yeah, it was a golf club, wasn't it? When it had downstairs. We were upstairs. It had a downstairs that you went into. The gardens were beautiful. It was a really nice place. The only one thing I could say was I should have took a picture. Was hilarious. The second night there on the Saturday, me, Roxanne, and I think it was Jason walked into the entrance of the golf club, and we were upstairs. And the night before this wasn't there. We went, how dare they? They were proper taking the pee. What they did was they put a massive big globe on the table right in front of the door. And we were like, should we move it? But it was really heavy. And I was like, they're taking the mick. They didn't do that before. They did not do that before. Nicholas Griffin, hello, night work messing up my sleep. Stand strong, sending love. Oh, thank you. Thank you. So there was something about Q. I don't think he's back. I don't think they're back up yet, but something about Q. And you know what I'm saying about dark to light and people will be seen. And so let me see if I can get a bit of it. And it was from way back, but I think Roxanne was trying to show me the other day. Oh no, I'm not going to look for it now. But like I said, have a video of Charlotte asking the barmaids what shape the earth is. They said they did. Well, funny enough, I remember looking over. I think I stood with Riley. We were like, "Have you seen them laughing?" Because they were only young, and I think they thought, "Look at all these nutcases here, like what, you know, like they do." And I was like, "Oh, my dad sent me this before, actually talking about the younger generation. Though we know it's not all the younger generation, but it was pretty funny. Was it says." My generation will start a revolution. And then there's an army guy going, your generation can't even start a lawnmower. I thought, So, yeah. Well, there was lots of things going on because obviously it was the 17th. Was it yesterday? Yeah, the 17th yesterday. Tommy's out. Oof, there's lots going on. Was surprised that Q not back on the 17th. I'm not surprised. I'm just, you know, sitting back, eating the popcorn because, you know, one of the Democrats got arrested, but they didn't put it out on the news. I think it was on, don't know if I caught this actually. I think it was on. No, I wouldn't even know where to find. Oh, or is it? Was it on Twitter? You know, they don't make a big deal out of it on the mainstream media when they don't want you to know, you know, that stuff like that. But you know, when it's full of a pile of crap, they'll put it everywhere. Just seeing if I retweeted it. No, I didn't. I can't remember who. Yeah, Ed Buck arrested. Thank you, Rachel. I couldn't remember who it was. Ed Buck got arrested, but they didn't really put it all over the news because they don't like people knowing the stuff they put all over the news is stuff they want you to know that isn't true, you know, or that the way they report on it to make everyone look like nutcases. Hence our weekend with the Sun reporter and the other one, who you could see a mile off because one looked like the guy out of the Green Room wing thing, whatever it was, lanky thing with glasses on, and the other one looked like he'd just walked out of university. And you know, so what can I say? Yeah, the 19th, no later. Well, we'll see. I trust the plan, whatever, you know, whatever's going on and stuff, you know. So for drugs and murder. Well, they're all murdering shite asses, aren't they, really, if you think about it? So we'll just watch what's, you know, going on and we'll see what happens. But like I said, people shouldn't get too triggered with the whole, ooh, look what Mark Sargent said, look what the Sun reported, look what they're making this movement look like. They're not nobody's making this movement look stupid. It's the mainstream media. It doesn't matter who it was. You lot on that side that don't like this side, if it was you lot, they'd still say what they want to say. They're not going to put what, you know, if you think you've got a good case to put across, they're not going to report that. They never do. So we all know that. Yeah, we all know that. Daddy, why can't I watch TV? Because we lost the technology and it's a painful process to build it back up. Exactly. Oh my God. Exactly. It's funny, really, they go on about technology, but in my way of thinking of what I sort of think about technology, we actually came from technology. You know, when you look on the old Q map, everyone goes on about Atlantis. I believe we had technology, we fell from it, then coming back as if, you know, it's something they go, ooh, look at this stealth. We've got this new stealth. It's brand new. No, it isn't. Oh, yeah, we've got things that, you know, fix diseases and all that, but they have to drippy things out fast because people will be like, oh my God. It's old technology, really. New technology is old technology. I see it as. So anyway, so I'm going to go because it was just a little chat. I'm going to go off and do a little bit more doodling and have a bit of a look around maybe. Trump knows everything about the planes, about the details about the world, life change overnight. Yeah. And like Q says, I'll just say this at the end, you know, Trump's part of it, is, you know, I do believe in different dimensions and beings. People go, we're flat earth, space. I don't know what space is. It's not what they say it is. But then we have to think about, if it ain't up there, it's that way. ETs, extraterrestrials, extra terrain, extra lands, that way. Woohoo! Space Force going to different terrains that way. Over there and over there. Just like Trump said, he went, what was it? He said something like, what was it he said? NASA never give a straight answer. That way. Oh, so I'm going to go. Remember, there are people in chat who went over to another chat place and said that I am a nasty person. Just saying. Just saying. So I don't know why they'd want to come on here when they've said that about me. But just saying. So everyone that was good that was there, like I said, it was an amazing weekend. It was brilliant. Everyone got on with everyone. Amazing energy. Doesn't matter that the mainstream were there. We knew they were there. We knew how they would report. So what? Even if they reported, even though they reported what they reported, it doesn't matter. It still gets it out there to get people thinking anyway. Even if they do think, oh well, It's a bit daft that, but I might want to look into it. That's fine. You know, so I shall see you all at some point soon. We will be getting back to the Really Woke show. It's just because we've had so much to do and things that we've been doing that we've not got around to doing much yet. But that will all come back. It'll probably be next week or something, because we've all been busy with different things and kids and stuff. So it will be coming back. It's not gone anywhere. It's just because we've been a bit busy with different bits and bobs. That is all. So, like I said, I had a great weekend. Everyone who was there, thank you. I felt very welcomed. I think you were all, thanks, Robin. Robin, you were brilliant. I can't remember. Charlotte was brilliant. Everyone was brilliant that was there, that helped, that was there. That, you know, just being around everyone were just brilliant. Like I said, brilliant energy. Everyone just getting on. You know, different perceptions of different things of where we think we are, and discussing the whole life thing. And I'm running around on the second last day with my Q-top on going, woo, because if some people don't know, that's what brought me to not the lies, I know about the lies, but to the flat earth side of it. That's who brought me there. So, you know, it's all in the same thing. Oh, thank you. No one's moonflower is going to call you, because talking about no one's flower. Yeah, somebody did. Who goes on other chats. They know who they are. I just don't understand why someone would be so two-faced. It's just like, hello. I could shout them out right now, but I'm not gonna. It's just a bit like, why would you say that? You should come to the meetings and meet people. And this is what I say about what's good about these meetings as well, is all them people out there who are very immature and go on other chats going on about other stuff, which is ridiculous, acting like kids, is maybe you should come to the meetings and meet people in real life, just like Cheswick did. So all you lot who are maybe listening in the background and getting triggered, yeah, we found out that people weren't what people saying they were. Just because some people don't like some people, they have to hate on people. So the followers hate on the people because they're just listening to other people. They don't come and meet people in real life and see what their energy is about and see what the thoughts are compared to what their thoughts are. You don't have to have the same thought of someone else of what you actually think's going on, you know, if you get what I'm saying. Sure, I'll get some silly comments after, but it's the truth. It's the truth, you know. Come out and meet people, not to bicker, not to debate and argue. Come and see us in real life and see if people are what they're saying they are. You're just listening like you're listening to mainstream media with your rose-tinted glasses on and believing what mainstream media is saying. It's exactly the same people with channels who are slagging other people off. Come to these events. If you're on the same path, you don't have to be on the same way you're putting something across. We all learn different. We're all on the same journey. We're all like tree with branches and we're coming to centre. Come and be part of it. Come and see what you really think, not just because you're seeing someone on camera. Do you know what I mean? That's why we did our meet up, me and Roxanne, in my hometown, Stockport. And it wasn't a flat earth, anything to do with flat earth. It was just anything that your so-called conspiracy theories, any stage that you're awoken to all the lies. Just come and meet people, because like I've said before we go, some people can't talk to friends and family and they feel lost and they feel on your own. You're not on your own. Loads of people are waking up worldwide. It can't be stopped. A lot of people coming down to flat earth. It can't be stopped, but let them go through the process themselves. They'll go through certain bits, certain models, certain things where they come to it like, we don't know, but we just know we're being lied to and we're not spinning around in space on a ball. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Oh, thank you, Tapper. I've got to put my phone on charge actually. So that's all what I'm saying. No, he wasn't there. He was at one of the meetings with Jason. I think I met Roxanne, you know, and realised, you know, they're not all what other people are saying, but then that side get triggered, which I just think is ridiculous. People are allowed to have their opinion on people without someone saying what someone is. That's just like mainstream media. That's all mainstream media do. Oh, somebody's like, well, go and meet that person then in real life. So yeah, it just has to come out sometimes. Do you know what I mean? Call it globe lies. These people lie as well. They're acting like they're all for the same thing. We'll get together then and unite. Well, but they don't want to unite. Okay, whatever. Ugh, quite funny. Thank you, Fitz. Yeah, that's what I mean. You know, if Jesus was a guy, he got called, didn't he, for shouting the truth out? Do you know what I mean? It's the same times, different cycle, but we're doing it this time. That's all I'm saying. We're doing it. So, oh well. So, Hi. So I'm going to go and yes, all I'll say is it was ace. And I'll be definitely going to one next time I get a chance to get to one that I can get to. You know, being a mother of 2 boys and all that and stuff, it's a bit hard sometimes. But, you know, I managed to get down with my dad, you know, and that was that. And like I said, everybody there was brilliant. Yeah, Stockport was a gathering of really woke. So yeah, it was. And like I said, the really woke show will be back with a bang. We'll probably be discussing this and that. It's just we've been a little bit busy, but it will be back. You know, sometimes you've got to take time out for yourself. That's what I've been doing probably this week. You know, chilling out and everything. Oh, thanks, Robin. You're brilliant too. Everybody's brilliant in this chat because everybody has a nice vibe. It's a nice resonating vibe. That's why we resonate with certain channels and people. It's the vibe that they're giving out. That's why I don't resonate with other channels, because I don't like the vibe they're giving out. It doesn't mean I don't like what they're saying. They could be talking the truth. I just don't like the vibe. So I choose to go where I get a vibe from. Yeah, speak to you soon, Rachel. So I'm about to go and I shall. You're smaller than I thought. Yeah, I am. I'm only, I don't know if I'm small, but I'm only 5'4.5". No, yeah, 5'4.5". I thought it was 5'5", but I'm not. I'm 5'4.5". I think it makes me look bigger on here and taller on here and whatever. And I thought Roxanne, when I first met Roxanne, I thought she was about the same size, but she's not. She's about 5'11", so she's taller. So yeah, tall and small. So I shall see you all soon. Keep vibing and keep on your pursuit of truth, your hero's journey. Don't let anyone tell you to do anything different. You will only come to your perceptions and things by doing it yourself and learn the way you learn. I learn from different things and stuff. That's why I can't go to other channels and listen to certain people. I learn the way I learn, and that's for me. No one can tell you how you should do your journey. We're all getting there together. Like I said, it's like a tree with branches. We all come off the branches and we all come back to center. So that's what we're doing. Oh, yeah, I was about 5 foot. Yeah, and I had my flats on as well. So I normally have heels on, but I've just been a little tiny. So I shall see you all soon. So a lot of love and lights, everybody, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Bye bye.